Ever since I started doing gym, started posting content, there was a lot of times where I felt like someone kicked right in my balls, man. There was a lot of times where I was feeling like what could go wrong, like what could go bad than this, what could potentially go more bad than this. But every time it proved me wrong. Even on those times I had this kind of feeling that I'm going to get through it, I'm going to figure out to make this thing work. And I didn't even know how this happens, but I always find out a way to make this thing or something work out. I had this kind of belief even at that time where I was feeling like really bad, everything was going wrong. I had this kind of feeling that I'm going to find a way टू मेक दिस थिंग वर्क. ऐसा नहीं है कि मैं ये साल ये चीज़ को फील कर रहा था, या 2024 2025 में ये चीज़ नहीं था, या 2026 में अभी इस साल मैंने ये चीज़ को डेवलप किया. नहीं, ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं है कि मैंने ये चीज़ को ये साल डेवलप किया. ये साल ये चीज़ बिगनिंग फ्रॉम राइट फ्रॉम माई चाइल्डहुड इट वॉज देयर इन मी. एंड आई एम प्रिटी श्योर दैट मैं अकेला इंसान नहीं हूँ जो इस जिसके अंदर ये चीज़ है. A lot of you have this kind of feeling, or let's say this kind of self belief that you can get out of this thing, you can make things work. But in this age of a lot of stimulation and social media and all, हम वो चीज़ को भूल चुके हैं. हम ये चीज़ को भूल चुके हैं that हमारे अंदर वो self belief है. And even in the darkest phase of my life in 2024 and 2025, I had this kind of self belief, delusional self belief, that I'm going to make things work. A lot of my friends, even they tell me, or my lot of my previous friends, they used to tell me that I am delusional a lot. Even my, if my ex is watching, then even my ex, she told me that I'm delusional. She told me a lot about this thing, that I'm delusional. Holy fuck, man. Ain't gonna lie, man, but the only reason I tell that I'm wasted 2024 and 2025 is because I debated myself with, I debated a lot, I debated a lot with myself regarding I should post content or not. And being some sort of content creator was my childhood dream. I didn't knew that, I didn't knew what kind of content creator I would become, कौन सा फील्ड में चूज करूंगा, ये सब चीज़ें मुझे कुछ नहीं मालूम था. बीइंग completely honest, man, I didn't knew what kind of field I would choose, मेरा नीस क्या होगा, ये सारी चीज़ें मैंने कुछ डिसाइड नहीं किया था. बट I had this kind of belief, not belief, I had this dream that I would become some sort of content creator. So I started making fitness content. मैंने shorts post किया, YouTube videos भी कुछ सारे post किए मैंने. And there was a lot of times, like not for 3 to 4 months, and for 3 to 4 months, and though in those 3 to 4 months, I used to carry my tripod every day straight, like for 7 days a week. I would carry my tripod in the gym. I would place them here and there. I take a lot of clips and edit it on the same day and post it on the same day. Like I would post 7 days a week, and I was getting attraction. I was getting views, and it was a really good thing. It was I was getting views, and even there was a guy who DM'd me in Instagram to coach him, and I even made a fairly good amount of money, like 2k, for I coached him for around 2 months, and it was like 4k, 2k per month. And despite getting attraction, I had this kind of emptiness inside of me. I started to feel this kind of emptiness inside of me, because a lot of times I'm taking my tripod to the gym, I'm taking a lot of clips, and for that reason, उसके वजह से मेरा gym session sacrifice हो रहा था. I was chasing pump so that I can get, so that I can look better in the clips, और ये चीज़ की वजह से मेरा session sacrifice हो रहा था. I was getting views, but taking tripod every day to the gym and just like training for the sake of clips, it started to make me feel empty. There was a part of me which liked training like a monk, like religiously, seriously, like a monk, was dying. And even at that time I had this kind of belief that yeah, I'm going to get out of this thing, I'm going to find out a way to make things work, I'm going to get out of this thing, I'm going to find some other way to balance out my gym and my content life. And in between that, I was living with a group of people, because I used to live in hostels, right? So हमारे हम सबको ना एक पर्टिकुलरली हम सब एक ग्रुप में रहते हैं, ठीक है. हम सब ग्रुप्स में रहते हैं. हम सबको किसी के साथ रूम्स अलॉट होता है हर वक्त. अगर आप हॉस्टल्स में रहे हो तो वो जानता होगा कि सबको किसी न किसी के साथ रूम अलॉट होता है. सो द ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल आई वॉज लिविंग विथ, दे हैड देयर सेट ऑफ थिंग्स, देयर सेट ऑफ बिलीफ, और I was not matching. Okay, the Oh man, fuck. It's giving me nostalgia, man. Those kind of things give me nostalgia. And the group of people I was living with at that time, they had their set of things, and it was really feeling bad, man. I was really feeling bad living with these kind of people. Like living with these kind of people, they had their set of bad habits. I was literally not feeling good. I would wake up and I will feel like, fuck, man, what am I doing, bro? Like I would like I would question myself every day after waking up. What am I doing, man? And also the girl I was with at that time, she had she had her own set. The girl I and also the girl I was with at that time, we were not happy together. We were not happy together. I would I would try to tell her that I want to do this, I want to do this, but I was not able to focus when I was with her. I don't know, like you may call me like some kind of retard or some kind of like psychopath or something like that, but this is true, man. I was not able to I was not able to focus on content creation or either in my work while I was with her and at that time I was feeling like everything was stacked against me. i would try to I would try to tell her that and we need to split things up. And even when like I would gather the courage to tell her that the things are not working out, we should split up. I would like both of us, we would end up in a huge argument. And after a lot of debates like 2024 and 2025, when I finished my second semester, I moved back to my parents house for summer vacation. But before moving out, I left that group of friends because I was not feeling compatible. Even when I used to hang around with them, I would not like communicate, man. I would not generally communicate. मैं उनसे बात नहीं कर पाता था. Bro, like all of us, we would to sit in a group. ठीक है, हम एक ग्रुप में बैठे होते हैं. हम सब एक ग्रुप में बैठे होंगे और मैं everyone will be like I would zone out, man. I would zone out. I would I would I would zone out. I couldn't even talk. Like इतना बुरा था. I was like I would not even talk with them because I was not feeling good. They had their own set of belief, man. And this is the saddest part, man. And it is also sad, man, that there will be a time where you can't fit in this group of friend you have right now, which you have right now. And you also don't have the enough results to fit into this new group of friends. And हर बार मैं जब उनके साथ बैठता था, I was not able to communicate. I would zone out, man. I would think like वो सब बात कर रहे होते हैं and मैं अपने दिमाग में सोचते रहूँगा, भाई क्या बात कर रहे हैं भाई. Like I would think like where the fuck I am, man. So before moving out to my parents house, I like blocked all of them. I blocked all of them. I broke up with this girl and I changed my room. And with the content part, मैं अपने जब घर पहुंचा, after getting freshen up, I got into my room. This is my room. I got in my room, and I started talking with my mirror. I started talking with my mirror and told myself that, bro, listen, whatever you are doing is getting attraction, but it is making you feel empty. It is like a parasite. It is making you feel empty. I started thinking about this thing like what kind of videos would I make, and for hours I started thinking about this thing. I would stare to the wall and I would think about what type of content would I post, what what will be my field. And then I decided that I would talk about the topics which I feel passionate about, like this kind of topics. You might be also going through the same thing, man. तुम भी ये चीज़ के थ्रू जा रहे होगे. You might also think that what should I do every time I do this thing. हर बार मैं ये चीज़ करता हूँ. I mess up a lot of times. I can't overcome this kind of negative self-talk in my brain. There is a part of me, there is something inside my brain which is always telling me that this won't work, this what if this goes wrong, what if that goes wrong. But there is also a part of me which tells me like, yeah, I can make things work. I have this kind of delusional self belief that I can make things work. अगर तुम्हारे अंदर ये सारी चीज़ें चल रही है, but still you have this kind of delusional self belief that you can get out of this thing. you can make you can make things work. Then you just have to take action, and just you have to believe yourself. Because even with me, a lot of times when I record videos or I do gym, there will be a lot of times, man, where I don't feel like recording, or something will go wrong. Life happens, and some if something goes wrong, and something goes wrong, and I don't feel like recording. But I and even while I record, there will be a lot of noise in my brain, like internal noise. And I believe this thing that nothing external can break you, but something internal, it can scatter you. It will break you into pieces. So there will be a lot of times where I used to sit with, मतलब, where I used to record, and मेरे दिमाग में बहुत सारी चीज़ें चल रही होंगी. But I still am like, yeah, I'll get out of this thing. I'll get out of this thing. I'll work on it. I'll work on it. I'll work on it. I'll work my ass off, and I'll get out of this thing. You have to just do it. Just only through trial and error. I find out that, yeah, only through trial and error I can make things work. If you are going through the same thing I went through, the only thing I would say is, तुम अगर एक चीज़ के बारे में ना बहुत बार सोच रहे हो, एक चीज़ के बारे में तुम सोच रहे हो कि ये चीज़ कैसे करूँगा, ये चीज़ कैसे करूँगा, इट इज़ कॉन्स्टेंटली ऑन योर माइंड 24/7, then you will find a way to make things work. Then you will find a way to make that thing, yeah, come into reality, or make that thing work out. In my case, मेरे केस में प्रॉब्लम क्या था? I have to, like, even while I'm speaking right now, yes, even while I'm speaking right now, I don't want to talk. My brain is telling me, bro, don't talk about this thing, don't talk about this thing. But I have to say, because if I tell this thing, then some of you might learn something from me and go and apply it. So in my case, I had to take that difficult conversation. I had to take that conversation. I had to sit with my girl and I have to talk with her. I had to talk with her, and I had to sit with those group of people, or let's say my roommates, and I had to talk with them that, bro, listen, this thing is not working out. This thing is not working out. I'm not feeling good in this environment. I need to leave this thing. I needed to have those kind of conversation with those people, with even with the group of friends I had, with myself, सो दैट मैं खुद को ये चीज़ बोल पाता दैट ये चीज़ मेरे लिए कितना इंपॉर्टेंट है, कि मुझे वो सारी चीज़ों के ऊपर बात करनी पड़ेंगी, मुझे ये सारे डिफ़िकल्ट कन्वर्सेशन लेने पड़ेंगे. A lot of time it will be difficult, bro. It will be difficult even with me. There are a lot of times I mess up, I fuck up, like, a lot of time. Even while I record the videos, I knew exactly what I want to tell. There were times where I would sit like this, and I would record. But after a while, मैं भूल जाता था मुझे क्या बोलना है. Like, I used to freestyle, right? I don't script, I don't do that, all of those things. I just do a brief of scripting कि मेरे को क्या बात करना है, किस चीज़ के बारे में बात करना है, and then I just record, just do straight recording, right? So there will be times where I'll be like my mind would not express what I'm feeling. There will be a time where I would not be able to express what I'm feeling, what I want to express. But every single fucking day, even though I had all this kind of problems and all, I had this kind of set of belief that I'm going to make things work. I'm going to find out a way to make things work, or fix this problem, or how can I fix this problem. I had all this kind of set of belief in myself. So मैं इतना ही बोलूँगा ना भाई, that nothing external can break you. Like, basic, nothing external can break you. Only thing that can break you is internal. Something internal can break you. Nothing external can break you. So always have this kind of set of belief that, yeah, I'm going to find out a way to make things work, and then take action upon those things. Then go and find out how can you make things work. Yeah, that's it, man. That's it for today's video, bro. And let me know in the comments, are these theories or are these facts? Speak soon, buddy. And before ending this video, I would tell one thing, that every time you guys are going to you guys are going to watch my videos, I'll get better every single day. I promise. I promise that. See you guys in the next one.